Hey ladies, I just want to jump on real quick and give you an update on my recovery. Today I am 6.5 weeks post-op and just want to tell you a little bit about what's been happening since. So since my last video, I was increasing activity. I had gotten the instructions from my doctor to do a half a mile per day and lift up to 20 pounds. So I was going to get on the treadmill and walk half a mile a day. So I had started to conquer that. And then I came down with COVID. Just a little PSA, COVID is on the rise. So y'all be careful out there. I never expected it to be COVID. I thought it was an actual infection from the surgery because I've been super worried about um, messing up my recovery or a cuff tear and things like that. But it ended up being COVID, so I had to stay in the house until I was clear, which kind of worked on my mental because I'm very goal oriented, and once I was knocked off my goal, I was kind of just felt down about that. But I'm back up now. Yesterday, I went to my 6 week appointment, and my doctor released me for all activities. Um, I went back to work today, which I was surprised at how nervous I would be trying to go back to work. And also, I felt anxiety about leaving my doctor. I didn't realize how I had come to depend on him throughout this process. So he did say that he was going to see me in a year unless I had any problems, if I had any problems, to contact him. One thing I want to stress is how important it is to choose the right doctor. I've heard some horror stories about doctors and women and what they're going through with theirs. Also, before I chose my surgeon, I had another doctor that I had to leave and try to find another doctor. Um, being that I was having anxiety from leaving him is a testament to how well he took care of me. And I can't stress enough how important it is to have somebody, a doctor who answers all your questions. Mine answered my questions a lot of times before I asked them. He never made me feel like the questions that I had um, were not important or silly or anything like that. He took his time with his patients, and that's what you want to look for in a doctor. Oftentimes, we have to advocate for our health, especially Black women. Um, but you just have to do that because this is no small experience. This is something major in major surgery. So make sure that you are looking around. If you don't feel, one thing I did with the doctor before is I made excuses for her. And so I got to a point that I wasn't going to make any excuses for her anymore. So I didn't go back. So if you in a position and you feel like a doctor is not listening to you or they're not giving you the right advice, especially communication is big for me. If they're not communicating with you, if they have a bad bedside manner, find another doctor. And you don't need to tell them why you're finding another doctor. You don't need to tell them that you're finding another doctor. Just find another doctor. And so it is okay because you are the most important thing you have. So um, people cut corners these days, and that's not a good thing. So we pay them to take care of us, and that's exactly what they should be doing. Which I went back to work today and everything went fine. You know, I did have a couple of pains. What I am starting to get is a few pains and things like that, but he said it was nothing to worry about. Also, something to look out for is my incisions have started to raise, which I saw that, but I wasn't aware of what was going on. So he said that it was starting to keloid. So he told me to get some Scar Away, and which is the silicone gel to flatten it out. So that's what I did. I'm starting on that. But other than that, things have been going well. I think I'm back, to reclaim my life, get back to my activities. As I told you in the videos before, it is very important if you can take the time off to take the time off because I know if I had gone out before now, I would have been doing things that I shouldn't have been doing and just doing too much. And like I said, it was always my fear that I was going to mess up my recovery, but I didn't. So far, so good. Everything is going well. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. Let me know what's going on with your recovery, with your decision, if you've made it to the decision point, and things like that. So I'm 6.5 weeks. I am returning to normal activities. And guys, I can dance. I have not danced in over 7 weeks. And if you know me, you know I dance. So I can now return to the dance floor. And I'm excited about that. Anyway, just wanted to jump on and just give you just a few details of what's been going on. I know several people have been asking, have been very concerned, and I would just like to take this time to thank everybody for your concern, for your prayers, for your well wishes, and all of that. I wasn't sure that I wanted to do. Well, I wanted to do the video, but I wasn't sure if anybody was interested or if I should do it, how much I should share and things like that. But it's been my experience, and what I've learned is that we should be sharing these things with each other. And so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It is super not easy to get on here and talk about such personal things, but I feel like it's important. And since I've been doing these videos, I've had people to tell me how they appreciate it, how they have gone through some similar things, how they are trying to make the decision. And I just want to stress that it is important that we have these conversations with each other. So until next time, I probably won't be on here that frequently now that I've reached 6 weeks, but I will jump on periodically to let you know how it's going. If anybody wants to contact me privately, you can inbox me, anything like that in the comments. You can, and I will share anything and try to answer any questions that you have. Bye.